I had always trusted my wife, Emily. We'd been married for years, built a life filled with love, laughter, and shared dreams. I never had reason to doubt her loyalty. Our bond felt unbreakable until one fateful night when everything changed. Before we dive in, please subscribe. It means the world to us and helps us bring you more amazing stories. Started like any other evening. We had planned to meet at a friend's party, a casual get-together to unwind after a long week. I finished work early, excited to see Emily and enjoy some time together. I was on my way to the party when I got a message from her. Out with the girls. See you later. But something about the way she phrased it felt off. It was already late and my gut told me something wasn't right. I shrugged it off at first, telling myself I was overthinking. But as I continued driving, the feeling wouldn't go away. I glanced at my phone again, almost absent-mindedly scrolling through messages, when I noticed a notification from an unknown number. It was a video. My heart skipped a beat. I opened it and the screen froze for a moment. What I saw next hit me like a punch to the gut. The video showed Emily laughing and smiling at a man I didn't recognize. They were standing outside a building, clearly too close. And then the worst part, he pulled her into a kiss. A long, passionate kiss. I couldn't breathe. My stomach twisted. And for a moment I thought I was going to collapse. The woman I'd loved for years, the woman I thought I knew, was kissing another man in full view of a camera. My mind went blank. I kept watching, unable to look away, as the two of them embraced, clearly lost in each other. The video ended abruptly, leaving me in a state of shock. I knew I couldn't go to the party now. I had to get home. I had to confront her. The world around me blurred as I turned my car around. The pain, the betrayal, it all felt overwhelming. My hands were shaking as I drove, and I could hardly focus on the road. I kept replaying the video in my mind. Her smile, her eyes, the way she looked at him. The trust one thought I had in her crumbled with every mile I drove. How could she do this to me? How long had this been going on? I couldn't understand it. By the time I got home, the weight of what I had seen was suffocating. I opened the door quietly, unsure of what to expect. I called her name softly, but there was no answer. I walked through the house, my footsteps heavy, until I found her in the living room sitting on the couch. She was on her phone, and when she saw me, her eyes widened in shock, clearly startled by my sudden appearance. "Hey," she said, her voice trembling slightly. "You're home early." Her face drained of color as she looked at me, and I saw the panic in her eyes before she even spoke. There was no hiding it now. She had been caught. "Emily," I said, my voice steady despite the storm raging inside me. "What's going on? Who is this?" She opened her mouth to speak, but the words caught in her throat. Her hands were shaking, and I could see the guilt in her eyes. She took a deep breath, wiping away a tear as she finally spoke. I didn't mean for it to happen," she whispered. "I never wanted to hurt you. It was just one moment, but it wasn't just that night. I've been feeling, I don't know, you've been so busy." And he just listened. He was there when I needed someone. I didn't think it would go this far. I could barely process her words. My mind was still reeling from the video, from the image of her kissing someone else. "How long?" I asked, my voice tight with emotion. "How long has this been going on?" She hesitated for a moment, but then her eyes filled with tears. "A few months," she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. "It started with small things. Talking, texting, meeting up. It was nothing at first, but then it became more and I didn't know how to stop it. I never meant to hurt you, but I couldn't stop myself. I was so lonely. I felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to. And then I found someone who actually listened." Her words stung like 1,000 needles. I had given her everything, trusted her with my heart, and she had been with someone else behind my back. The anger boiled inside me, but I kept it in check. I wasn't ready to explode. Not yet. I needed to know if there was anything worth saving. But the more she spoke, the more I realized it wasn't just about the kiss. It was about all the lies she had told, the moments she had hidden from me. It was about the life we had built together, shattered. I stood there silent, processing everything she had just confessed. The weight of the situation pressed down on me, and I couldn't find the right words. She reached for me, her hand trembling as she touched my arm. But I stepped back. Couldn't let her touch me. Not after what she had done. "I don't know if I can forgive you," I said, the words cutting through the air like a knife. "I don't know if I can trust you again." Her face crumbled and she dropped to her knees in front of me, crying uncontrollably. "Please don't leave me. Please, I'll change. I swear I'll do anything." I wanted to believe her. I really did. But the truth was, I couldn't erase what I had seen. I couldn't pretend everything was okay. Not anymore. "I can't stay," I said quietly, turning to leave. "I can't live with this." I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to walk away from the woman I thought I'd spend my life with. But the betrayal was too much. I had to leave. The damage had been done, and there was no going back. I walked out of the house, my chest tight with pain, the sound of her sobs following me out the door. The world felt different now. The life I had known was no longer mine. And as I drove away, I realized that some betrayals cut so deep that no amount of apologies or promises could ever fix them. I spent the next few days in a fog, not sure what came next. I moved out, leaving behind the memories of a life I once loved. The pain was unbearable, but I knew it was the only way I could move forward. Some betrayals aren't just about the act. They're about the trust that's broken, the love that's lost. And sometimes the hardest thing to do isn't to fight for the relationship, but to fight for yourself, to walk away even when you still love them. Would you be able to forgive someone who betrayed you like this? What would you do if you were in my shoes? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe. Sometimes the hardest decisions lead us to the greatest freedom.